Hello, Americans. Another friend, subscribers around the world. Back in, man. So this morning, looking pretty bluebird day today. So far, that could change pretty dang quick. Turn some water on in the garden area. Seems pretty good. Last night or yesterday we got back from Flatlands. Dang rabbit in there in the garden area, man. Dug up all the carrots and stuff were popping up. Of course, the rabbit took care of that for us. Alright, so yesterday morning we were down the flatland. Before we headed, I was watching some YouTube videos and stuff, and came across this one. I'm going to show you some clips of it. Whoa. I'm going to clip in some stuff, man. Trump went over to China, and he's over there meeting. Then all the elites are over there, and there's a whole list. It'll show a list of Meta and Apple and all the zillionaires, billionaires, elite are all meeting over there for some meeting. What in the hell is going on?
So let me get this straight. China is supposedly the greatest threat to the United States. They're buying land, farmland, building AI, expanding military power, threatening Taiwan, partnering with Iran, and we're constantly told they're preparing to challenge America globally. But suddenly, all the mega corporate overlords fly directly into Beijing like it's the annual meeting of the Galactic Senate. Oh, okay. Nothing suspicious about that. Because apparently America First now means loading up the Avengers of the corporate surveillance onto a private jet, flying them straight into communist China. And I'm talking, when you start looking through the list, it reads like the final boss lineup in a cyberpunk movie. BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, Apple, Citigroup, Boeing, Qualcomm, Visa, Meta, Tesla. You look through it. Bro, that is not a business trip. That looks like the people who own your mortgage, your data, your groceries, your retirement account, your social media feed, and probably your toaster oven. All checking in with headquarters, doesn't it? And I know the corporate media wants you to think this is just some kind of economic diplomacy. Nah. Regular Americans don't see diplomacy. They see the same billionaire class that told them, hey, learn to code, eat bugs, live in a pod, drive less, own nothing, and you'll be happy. And suddenly, getting real friendly with Beijing. Yeah. At this point, the deep state doesn't even hide in bunkers anymore. They just hold summits. Bro, the next thing you know, Larry Fink is going to walk out wearing a Mandarin collar jacket, talking about citizen morale has increased by 4%. Meanwhile, Apple probably there like, hey man, please, glorious supply chain, God, spare us some tariffs. And BlackRock probably looking at the globe like a monopoly board. We'll take farmland, ports, housing, energy, and yes, the human soul. Right? You see they're waving American flags and Chinese flags just because all American flags are made there in China, by the way. Now, here's where it gets weird, though. Trump publicly talks tough on China constantly. And politically, man, that messaging works because Americans are worried about China. But then behind the scenes, the corporate machine keeps integrating deeper and deeper and deeper. So average people look at this and go, hey, wait a minute. Are these people enemies or business partners? Because those are two very different things. And people are starting to realize something. Governments may fight publicly while corporations profit privately. It's like Larry Fink, BlackRock, bad guys, Meta, bad guys. They suppress free speech, all that kind of stuff, right? They did all of that. But now we're supposed to pretend like it didn't happen. And Apple, if you recall, was removing apps that they didn't agree with politically. You have all these evil scoundrels now butting up with Trump. They're all friends now. Going to go do some business. Evil people. Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. But let's talk about, while in the middle of all this, we've got obviously escalating tensions globally. Iran, Taiwan, Ukraine, shipping lanes, cyber warfare, AI arms race, and even going back to the cyber warfare, I'm even questioning now how many outages and things like that has been like some type of cyber attack and they just don't tell us. Like the intelligence agencies know they're being checked in real time, but they don't want to let us peasants know that.
What's up, America? I'm going to be real with you here because I see no future for people in America. After seeing the high cost of homes nationwide, the high cost of gas, the high cost of food, the high cost of rent, cars, rental cars, used cars, insurance, health care, taxes, and every other thing, how is anybody in this country supposed to prosper that's not already wealthy? Can someone tell me that? The pulling yourself up by your bootstraps argument is and over. It doesn't work now. You have average home prices of $512,000. Grocery prices are almost 100% more since 4 years ago. Same with rent, same with mortgages, same with used cars, same with new cars. Taxes are slightly lower, and I do mean slightly. Wages are slightly up, but no way in hell will that meet the requirements. I just saw a story about a nurse with a $75,000 salary a year and an 808 credit score denied for getting a home. Zero student loan debt too. So debtless, making 75 grand a year with an over 800 credit score, not good enough for a house. So what are we doing here? What's the end goal? Starvation? Death? What's going on here? No matter what you do, no matter how you spin the finances, the middle class and the poor have no upward mobility. There is no hope now. None. No hope. None. Zero. The next 2 or 3 generations are because you allowed so much greed. Younger generations will never have shit because of your greed. I've already broken my back trying to make ends meet working for the last 30 years. I already know I'm not going to get anything from the rich. I don't give a but the younger generations, if you keep stealing and being greedy, they're going to all be homeless. And then what do you have? Ruling over a bunch of homeless people? You.
So I'm being evicted from my apartment. Yeah, let's talk about it. So I live in a part of Florida. I mean, Florida itself is disgusting, but I live in one of the worst parts of Florida. And there's nothing here. And for the past year, I have financially struggled to the point of mental insanity. I have been stealing my groceries. I have been basically stealing anything I can just so I can survive. I'm like a little squirrel. And the stress from the financial instability has made my bipolar symptoms come back up. Oh no. So now they want me to medication. I didn't need to take medication for 4 years, but now I need medication. So I'm getting in my car. I'm driving to my mom. And we're gonna live out of our cars, we're gonna camp, we're gonna save as much money as we can, we're gonna get vans. I'm done living in this system. I will forage for my own food if I have to. I'll kill an animal if I have to. I'm done being part of this rat race. This society is not normal. This isn't normal. Okay?
Being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live. I have spent my whole day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live because I can't afford $1,300 a month in rent and then a $650 car note and then $300 in insurance and then you got utilities and it's just it's either I eat or I pay my bills, and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be late this month? And I'm so sick of it. Like all these apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters, so hard, and I mean that with everything in me. I nor anybody else should be working 60 plus hours a week and not be able to live. I'm about to crash the app. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my mind. I don't know, but I'm about to lose my shit because I just can't take it.
I'm so livid right now. Hear me out. Health insurance in America is a joke.
I just saw a video of a girl being like, how are we going to do this, like, for the rest of our lives? And I just have to say, low-key, I feel like a lot of young people right now in the workforce, I see comments all the time that are like, I'm betting on the world to end. It's like, yeah, me too. Like, how up of a economy, of a society, of a country are we living in right now that your young people, your new to the workforce young people are basically like, we basically have like ideations because we don't want to do this forever. There's no reward for our work anymore. What's the reward? Like, oh, you get to go to sleep at night.
I see people constantly all day, and it just seems like it's starting to just kind of compound. And I don't know where this is going to go. Bills are not getting cheaper. Nobody's getting paid more money. Matter of fact, companies out there are quietly reducing things like perks, benefits, bonuses. So in a way, you're actually making less money probably than you might have made in the last several years. And at the same time, everything just continues to go up. Aggregate numbers, I bet everything put together, you're probably almost double your expenses that you were before COVID if you add up every single bill you have. I just don't know where this goes. People just people are not making eye contact with you out in public. Less and less people are smiling. People just seem on edge. They seem agitated. They're just in their own world. And it's like everybody's got their brain on a hyperactive thing, about stress, about money. And man, the lack of money is just gonna break people. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money buys your peace. It buys options. It buys your ability to survive and to enjoy the things around you. And if you ain't got no money, well, everything else around you crumbles. And man, I don't know, man, but people are just getting less and less pleasant to be around, and they're just getting more agitated.
All right, man. I just had to share that. When I seen that, mostly the first one that I showed when they were giving that list of all the elites, they were over in China. What the heck, man? What is going on, man? There's some shady crap going on, I'll tell you that. Man. And then the other clips, just showing. Dude, I could just do I could just do a continuous video 24 hours a day showing all this different. I mean, this ain't even touching everything is just going insane, man. Anyway, be careful out there. This crazy world. And we are getting ready to head out to an estate sale out here in the county, man. It's actually up the mountain. So we'll see how that goes. I may end up filming a little bit for mountain junkers. And, you know, it kind of depends on what we see. And probably take the camera along for a little trip video. It's, I don't know, probably 15 miles maybe up into the mountains. So it might be a dang good one. Careful out there, man. Watch your top knot. And good Lord willing, them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.